least once a week, I'm going to be going on an adventure now. I know what my life's purpose is. It's to find lost Florida treasure. Central Florida treasure hunters. That's me. That's gonna be me. Welcome everybody. I don't have my Indiana garb on, my Indiana Jones garb on, or my Laura Croft. I need a pretty big brassiere for that one. But brassiere was bra, or no, top. Whatever you would call the halter thing, or a t-shirt, whatever. I need a pretty big one to be her. Indy, not so much. But yes, I was leaving the campground and thinking to myself, you know what? I have all the tools required right here in my car. I can talk to my car. I can talk to my phone. I can search for lost treasures of Central Florida. Starting today. Finding something that is unique, an artifact. I want to find artifacts. Like, we know for a fact that in Central Florida, mainly Tampa area and or the Atlantic area, pirates. These were pirate waters. Did pirates ever venture into Central Florida, or did they stick to did they stick close to their ships near the water? Did any of them ever venture into Central Florida? Getting close to land, you know, further away from the sea. They were obviously already on land when they landed. But you know what? Let's ask my car real fast. Did pirates, you know, that ventured near Tampa or possibly over near St. Augustine and stuff, ever venture further inland? Like, is there any articles or anything on the internet suggesting that pirates might have ventured deep into Central Florida, what is now Orange County?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's my answer.
Yeah.
Okay, you're extremely helpful today. Okay, I got, yeah, that's great AI. That is great. I'm really curious. I'll look at stuff like that. I'm planning on looking for artifacts from the past, from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, maybe even earlier. Let's start this adventure. Would you look at that? I start the video in the daytime, going on a treasure hunt, a Florida treasure hunt, and it ends up being night. My car, and you might say, Rick, or hippie, if you will. What are you doing in a Publix shopping plaza? There's nothing really here. There's a Publix, there's a Gators Dockside, and there's some little restaurants over here. What would I be looking for? Classic Florida treasures and adventure in a parking lot. Why would I be doing that? Because right here in the middle of this parking lot is something really amazing. A lot of people don't even know it's here. I mean, I just found out it's here. Thank you, AI. Thank you, Tesla. Right over here off of Darrell Carter Parkway in Vineland, just right down the street from Walt Disney World, lies a brand new Publix. It is on the map on Google Earth. You can see this place. It's not just a dirt lot. But something right there in that little fenced-in area is what we're here to find. What? Well, I found it. What we're here to see. Back in the 1800s, there was a little war called the Civil War, right? The Civil War was just ravaging the South. Not so much Florida, but, you know, there was some soldiers from Florida that fought in the war, and they had to be buried somewhere. Now, back in the day, this was just swampland, and that's probably just about it. Swampland and just Central Florida in general. And progress came. Shopping centers, businesses, restaurants, galore. Needed to go somewhere. Here in the state of Florida, it's extremely hard to dig up graves and move the bodies. So you get like a lot of housing developments, very poltergeist-like in Davenport, Florida, and places like that, where they build the houses, but they leave the bodies. So it's very poltergeist-like. They move the headstones, they'll leave the bodies. And that's basically what happened here, except they just left everything. And you're able to go and see it, because it's right here in a parking lot. They just paved all around it, but left the little cemetery. I mean, it's right here. It's just right here in the parking lot. Look, cars are parked. I mean, this is just a parking lot. But then right here, right next to this little stop sign in the parking lot, there lies a little piece of history, a little piece of treasure that is pretty much invisible. It's surrounded by these high shrubs, so you can barely see the fence. And then, yeah, right inside is the old Vineland Cemetery. And it's pretty late at night. It's about midnight. So we're going into a cemetery at midnight. That's hence the main reason this video is in the evening. It's spooky. It's a cemetery. So yeah, look at this. They say there's about a handful of graves here, 5 or 6, but all I can see is like 3 headstones at the moment. But supposedly there is some here, but it's just they're not marked, from my understanding. Let's see what we got here. This is Corporal W. Ludwig, Commander, I guess, in YLA. Don't know what that means. Wish I knew. And this one here is Charles H. Foster, GOB, 3 Mass Cav. So this guy was a cavalry person. And yeah, it's very well maintained. This is a very unique find. These are the type of videos I want to make. I want to go on one adventure a week, a treasure hunt, if you will, a treasure of Florida's past. Check. Video 1 done.